But you can't go far these days in South Park without everyone talking about that fire, that massive 5-alarm fire in May 18th. And Maureen Wirtz, we remember this very well, just like everyone does all around Charlotte. Just an incredible blaze that happened. And I know that I was out here that day. Everyone's talking about how something like that could have happened, how shocked they were that something like that happened. Tragically, 2 people died in that fire. And very, very sad and unfortunate, but also equally in the same breath, is that when we talk to a lot of people, they always mention Charlotte Fire Department and the firefighters and how incredibly brave and heroic they were in their response.
Brian, the stories and videos from that day are still so powerful. The fire has shaped this neighborhood and still continues to impact those who fought it.
Down, up, in, and out. At Fire Station 1 in Uptown Charlotte, the days can easily become a blur. From checking equipment and running to calls, the hours tick away.
That's one fire that I'll never forget, for sure.
5 alarms and a Mayday later, it was a whole different than we expected when we were going to the call.
We're evacuating the building. Kelly, move out of the way so we can get the fire truck down here.
But May 18th, 2023 is not one of those days that blend into the others.
The chemical stuff that was burning and that insulation is what was just making it so thick and hard to see.
We crawled and crawled and crawled and couldn't see it. It never got any better. It just kept getting worse.
Captain Mike Watts and Stephen Pettit can still remember every moment, every smell, and every sound from that day.
It's kind of like their voice was kind of echoing through different spots where it was getting through different void spaces that weren't closed up yet.
We did not find them. We could hear them, but we could not make it to them.
Their crew was inside the apartment building trying to rescue 2 construction workers who were trapped on the 6th floor. But soon, they became surrounded by fire.
7-8 minutes. I mean, we were basically running out of air and didn't have a way out of the building.
Running out of oxygen, they had to make the call to turn around. And it's thanks to their crew member running the hose on the ladder that they made it out okay.
It was just, we couldn't get any further.
Being able to hear somebody and not be able to get to them, you know, that was the tough part.
Construction workers DeMonte Tyree Sherrill and Reuben Holmes died in the fire. There are days that change everything. They mark a definitive before and after in life. For Station 1 and so many others, May 18th, 2023 is one of those days.
The bond between all of us here at the station has kind of increased.
Through the tragedy, they've found a new appreciation for each other, and that will stick with them for all the days to come.
While Jack and I were shooting that story, another firefighter came up to us and made a point to say that he was so grateful that they made it out alive. Brian, we were talking, and I think really one of the big heartbreaking things about that story is being able to hear those people and not be able to get to them.
Yeah, it's so sad, and your heart goes out to those families of those 2 construction workers that did lose their lives. But also think about how brave those firefighters were in the fact that they rescued that crane operator who many of the firefighters talked about his shoes were just melting there on the crane right there, and just an incredible situation. South Park. Maureen, thank you.